Right, so this one isn't going to plan. This is like 60% of the way there. So we're going to do a mouse mat this week. Okay, so I made the mouse mat when I made the desk because I needed a really low profile mouse mat because the monitors on the desk fold flat, and I think I had about 3 or 4 millimeters above the screen, above the keyboard for the screen, so needed a low profile mouse mat, which is fine, except for the fact that I just glued a bit of cloth to a piece of rubber and you can't wash it because it'll fall apart. So it's a bit gross now. So we're going to make a new one that's equally low profile but slightly more cleanable. Okay, so we're going to use the rubber bit again. So we just need to extract it from the rest. Cool. So this can now go in the bin. So the material we're going to replace the blue material with is this black leatherette because it's white clean, and that way it might actually get cleaned every now and again. So, is it big enough this way? No. Cool. So we're going to put it on this way, and then we're going to fold the edges over and stitch around them, and that way it'll be nice and tidy. Okay, so because we're using PU leather, this stuff's been folded when it's been stored, so it's got little creases in it. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to heat it up with a hot air gun, and that should take all the creases out. But you want to do it on a fairly gentle setting. Using this stuff, you spray a bit on each, and then you stick the two together. Try not to get any on yourself. Cool, and then you give it a little while to go tacky. It's been a little while, as long as I'm willing to wait. And we're going to stick one to the other. And because the rubber's smaller than the leather, it gets to go first. And this stuff sticks kind of immediately. Especially if you put it in the wrong place. No. I'm surrounded by sticky things now. Maybe some marks to help line it up next time might be better. Nice. There we go. Right. Now what we've got to do is to sew around the edge. Give this a little stitch all the way around. So I think we're going to time lapse this little bit. I've been having issues. The stitching's sort of worked on this side, but on this side it's horrendous. And even then it's still not great on the other side. So we're gonna, well, I have tried a few different things on the test sample piece, and I can't get it to do what I want it to do. So we're gonna scrap the fancy sewing machine. Well, not scrap it, but we're gonna change it out, and we're gonna get the really old one out that literally sews everything, but it only does one stitch. So we're gonna give that a go next. Right, so this is my really old Singer sewing machine. So far this thing has sewn through everything, through like 5/6mm leather, the sails, seat cushions, anything I've ever wanted it to do. It only does one stitch, but it doesn't care about thread type or what material it's going through. It's been really reliable. I would like to change the stitch length on it a little bit, but apart from that, it's fine for this. And so we're going to see if it can cope with this now. And away we go. It's just stuck now. Ah, so it is the glue. It's the glue that's stopping it. Ah. Okay, alright, scrap this one. The glue appears to be binding on the thread. You can see it starting to turn the thread black on here. So we're going to bin this one and we're going to try again. Great. Right, so I clipped all the way around this. What we'll do is we'll stick the rubber on afterwards, and that way it will still have the rubber base. It won't necessarily be tied into this, it might fold under this, but it will at least hopefully allow us to do some sewing. So these edges are then not going to fall off. Okay. Should be big enough. Move that out of the way. That goes with that box. Is it too movable? One cable's out of the way. Cool, that'll do. So I don't need massive space for the mouse because the mouse is set up so high. That's across 3 screens. Right, so if you like seeing little random projects, like, well, this is more random than normal. Then come back next week. Next week, hopefully we're doing the drill bit box, which I was working on for this week, but the CAD modelling and then the realisation that I still had to mill timber down for it meant it's not happening this week. So we fixed the mouse mat instead because that was the other problem in front of me. And yeah, hopefully this will be next week. If not, I don't know what is. So I will see you next time. Bye.